Yeah, it's the looking at constantly looking at a clock. It's like, okay, gotta hustle in order to get, home for this or get on for that.
Well, I don't want this to be an inconvenience by any.
Right.
If it's not fun and you don't look forward to it, then bail. You're not under contract.
Yep.
I mean, I don't look
Especially
forward to it as much
since
as I used to.
we have confirmed that we shall definitely be having to move, as my son and I are both sick of the situation. We just have to figure out when, and if we go in Maryland or going back to Virginia.
Okay.
Because I'm looking at housing up here, and for what I can spend, for what it would take me to have a nice place in Woodbridge, is a rather old, not anywhere near luxury, bare ass bones place up here. So I'm thinking we were probably going to go back to Virginia, especially if my son's not in his welding school. If he's not in the apprenticeship program, then I have zero.
Okay.
So,
I mean,
so yeah, so that's yay, even more fun. I'm hoping to have that discussion with the boyfriend and wife this week to give them the bad news. And to see whether or not they're going to give me until my desired time frame. If not, they're like, got to be out sooner. Okay. It would suck, but I can make it happen.
I get it. No, you're right.
Ugh.
I'm doing a sound check. Check. Sound check. Please work.
All right, let me pull up your channel.
Okay, we're both good. Whatever that means. So I will try to get a hold of you before December 7th. That's when we'll be coming back to the podcast. I will do gameplay every now and then.
Okay.
Just for people to remember that I have a channel. Actually, I have a couple of gameplay videos that are actually get some views. I have a tutorial. Actually, my most famous video has almost 2,000 views. It's a tutorial on how to clear gunsmith bounties.
What's that? What does you
did? I had almost 2,000 views. It's still getting views even though Mars is gone. But in the video, I cleared 5 gunsmith bounties in 6.5 minutes. And it would have been 6 minutes, but I couldn't hit anything with my sniper rifle. I kept missing. So I said, you can do it in 6 minutes. Took me 6.5. I also did one where I had 1,000 kills in an hour challenge. And
oh, wow.
I got 1,200. And I have another video. What was that one? It was called Doing a Strike with Blueberries. And I kind of just did a humorous commentation through the whole thing, and it had almost as many views as our podcast gets. But that was like a year ago. People find them and listen to it for 5 minutes and then give up. So that's whatever.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm here to make money and be famous. I can play by myself the rest of my life. I'd be good. But BC talked me into making my own channel. Actually, over the week, I think I played about 5-6 hours of Destiny 1, and I was digging it. I may change to D1 after we're done. A lot of memories. All right, we'll give everybody 5 minutes. If they don't show up, they don't show up. This will be our last show until December 8th, 7th. Last podcast until December 7th.
All right.
Just, I mean, I don't want to be an inconvenience to people. So, we started this to have it be fun, and if it's not going to be fun, we're not going to do it. And I was trying to think. I wanted to do a second podcast, but I could not think of a subject I knew enough about that I could speak intelligent commentary on whatever. I'm like, geez, what odds do I know? I mean, I could do a poker one, but who's going to watch that? And everyone's going to disagree. Having a poker podcast is like having a guitar podcast. Everyone disagrees with you. No, you use these chords, not those chords. No, that's an awful guitar. You got to use this one. It just goes on forever. No, you should bluff there. No, you should have gone all in. You know, everyone has their own opinion. It's just like there's no right answer. And I play very conservatively in poker, but I have great success. But you're supposed to have.
Hey,
I always bluff once and show my cards. I'll go in with like 7-3 and poke at a big decent sized pot, and when 5 people will fold out, I'll show the 7-3. Now they think all I have is crap, so they'll call me when I have pocket aces. Like, ooh, should have done that. Again, according to the poker site, I win 77% of the tournaments I'm in, and they're 6-person tournaments. It's not like it's 100 people; it's 6, but so that's a pretty good winning percentage. I miss playing poker live. I really had a good time doing that. Sit at a table with 9 other guys that have common interest. You're there for like 7 hours, drink like 7 beers, win some money, and go home. Okay. I think I'm going to do this last podcast without any paperwork. I'm just going to work from memory. I actually wrote the shady questions today. Usually it's like on Tuesday because I'm so excited for the next one. It's like I do them on Tuesday, but nope, I did them today. I'm like, I guess I better write something up. All right, 2 minutes. We'll just power through, clear out, do what needs to be done. We can go into more depth, though, if you want to, explain more stuff, and we could ask each other more questions, like a question after the question. But yeah, this is episode 37. I never thought we'd make 5.
I was gonna say I thought we weren't. Didn't think we were gonna make that even.
Yeah, I didn't think this would catch on at all. I mean, our first pod, the half-hour one with TARDIS. It has like 157 views right now. And it was our first one. And we had a good streak until Destiny took a downfall. We were averaging over 100 views a week, easily. I think our highest one is over 250. But the tagline's the big thing. You gotta have a sexy, sassy, controversial tagline that draws them in. Well, I'm in the tower. I don't know where we want to go. We didn't even join up last week. I gave everyone who was watching a tour
BC was like,
of the tower.
Didn't know we were doing it tonight.
Did he get back to you?
Yeah, he just texted me back.
Did you ask last week if you wanted to, are we going to do it on Tuesday this week? And I said, well, one more on Monday, then we'll switch it to Tuesday. So I see where the confusion could be. We've done a couple here. The camera's messed up. Let's go up here. What are we going to do in lieu of a guest interview? Ask each other what we had for dinner?
Not very exciting. I had salad.
I had chicken salad with fresh chicken breasts, mayo, and a little bit of Dijon mustard. Just a little bit on Italian bread. It was actually really good. With salt and vinegar, kettle cooked chips on the side. So there goes that question. I already answered it. We're screwed. I adjust my camera the day of the podcast, and the shot I get from PlayStation is different than the shot I get on the camera when it's being recorded. It changes the angle a little bit. It blocks. I don't know. It doesn't move. I got it taped down, but whatever. So
How's the bear situation?
Hopefully not tonight, because if I hear a noise outside, I'm not going to mention it. Because I was bad that whole night. I had trouble breathing. I mean, that was like somebody had a lighter at the back of my throat. I mean,
BC says I thought we moved it to Tuesday. So yeah, he was confused.
Okay, is he coming tonight or not? Because we were starting.
I don't think so.
My diaphragm hurt the next 2 days from coughing so bad.
Ooh.
I mean, if I sneezed or coughed, it hurt so bad. I felt like somebody punched me in the gut. That's how bad it was. So yeah, that'll mess up a bear, no problem. I mean, that was a fume from 5 rooms away, pretty much. She sprayed it in the kitchen, and then you got a dining room, a hallway, a bathroom, and then my door was shut, and the fumes still got to me, and made me want to die. But all right, let's put this one to bed.
All right.
Okay, episode 37 for now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty then, guess who is back? Hello and welcome to a Destiny community podcast. 4 Guardians and a guest, kinda. Episode 37. I am your host, Shady Vale, but with me as always, thank God, I got VA. VA, what's up?
Hello everyone. I'm still riding my broomstick.
You know, funny story. I was just thinking about this earlier. It took me like to episode 30 before I figured out what you meant by I know how to drive a stick. I thought you were thinking about a standard car.
I can do that too.
Well, I can too, but most young people have no idea what a standard is. They would just blow up the transmission. It took me like 30 episodes ago. You know, she's VA witch. She's on her broom, dumbass. I'm like, oh man, I finally figured it out. It was a good intro. I just took it at face value. So yes, welcome VA. Chat, welcome. You're ghosting us right now. All right, thank you very much. And we have no guest. It's just us. It's the duo. It's the 2 Guardians and no guest episode, which we're going to go on hiatus for the next few weeks because people are having too many things going on to do this on a regular basis. And I don't want to do something subpar. Okay, coming up, we do have shady questions. We do. We have a top 3. We do. And I doubt we're going to have a 3rd degree because nobody's in chat, and that's odd. But we are still sponsored by Anchor. Anchor, I apologize. Things are going bad here, but they'll turn around. If anyone's listening, check out Anchor.fm. They put your podcast everywhere. So, okay, we're just going to blow through this material. No guest interview, because we have no guest, and that's okay. We've had 36 guests in the past, and we're running out of friends to have on. and nobody's playing Destiny right now because the season's stale. And there's no new content until December 7th, which we will come back on the air and discuss the new content. So if you want to hear or look at 4 Guardians and a Guest, please come back December 7th. In the meantime, I'll do some gameplay, just keep my face on the screen every now and then. And I did buy $300 worth of audio equipment to make my voice sound just a little bit better, and I want to use it. Okay, so we're just going to jump into it. Let's change the lights to green. I don't know why I picked green for you, VA, but green it is. Maybe I envy you.
Okay.
What's our top 3 for this week?
Well, this is just the 2 of us.
Want to do top 12?
Oh jeez, no, I couldn't think
just
that hard.
Just to make some time.
It's been a rough start to the work week. So, well, let's see here. Wow, I like hit on all the good ones.
Well, I mean, how about like top 3 video games before like PlayStation was invented? Like top 3 Nintendo games.
Oh my god. Trying to think if I could even remember those.
Nintendo 64.
I guess I could.
Top 3 Nintendo 64 games. I would pay $1,000 for
non
Nintendo 64.
non PlayStation one. I think should be able to get us a
and
few
non
options.
Xbox. The Xbox never counted to begin with.
Ooh.
For all the Xbox people watching, tell me why you went with Xbox and not PlayStation. I mean, for Nintendo 64, Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Star Fox, and what did I play a lot of? I just loved. I really love Star Fox. That was the first game I ever played where if you didn't do a section correct, you had to like repeat it later. If you didn't kill all the enemies in one part, they would show up later. So you had to kill them the first time around. What else? I guess probably Madden football.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. I had the game that I had Legends mode, so you could have the best players for your favorite team on the team. So I had
okay.
I'm a Dolphin fan. I had Dan Marino and Larry Zonka, and all the line. And there was an all Madden team that are the best players of all time you could play, and I usually beat them.
Okay.
But what were you playing in Nintendo 64 time?
I was all about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game
All right.
and Tetris. My God, I played so much. And Dr. Mario. And then the other one that I played. Oh, that's an Atari game. That's an Atari game. I guess it'd have to be Mario Brothers. I didn't play a whole lot of Zelda.
I never played a lot of Mario. I mean, I've had the games. I just didn't like the format. And same with Donkey Kong. I mean, the one Donkey Kong game. I think
Oh,
for
that's what I played.
Nintendo 64.
Yeah, Donkey Kong.
You had the little monkey with you too, and you had to like run across the screen. Not like not the old 8-bit kind, but you had to like jump off vines and stuff. That was okay. But I was never really a Sonic or Mario fan. I played the games and I respected them. I don't hate them. I just wasn't my playing style.
Mm-hmm.
It's fast and challenging. I like a little more strategy, more than that. But yeah, is that top 3 already? Because we're 9 minutes in.
Yeah, that was 3 games apiece.
Wow, not bad. Is there any game you didn't like at all? I mean, just didn't like, just like what? Oh, crap.
I really wasn't into the I did not touch the Metroid games at all, and I really wasn't big on the Castlevania.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
I had some friends that played that that I watched. Around the same time that Nintendo 64 was out, I had friends who were playing Doom on the computer.
Okay.
Yeah, Resident Evil.
I don't like the scary games.
No.
I don't like scary movies.
Yeah, I don't like playing the scary games. I like to sit off to the side and watch them. But it's just I mean, when Nintendo 64 came out, I really want to say that my sister and I were still playing a hell of a lot of games on our Atari 2600 or 5200, because I seem to recall playing a lot of Galaga, Pitfall, Frogger around the same time, close to it. So I think for a short time.
Pitfall.
I think we had both.
If you went the other direction in Pitfall, that was just like so much harder. I love Pitfall.
Well, my mom and my mom got a kick out of watching me play, because with certain games like that, and I do with Destiny as well. I jump or move with my body to like.
Oh yeah.
You watch me rock with those stupid vines.
Yeah.
Before you make the jump. But damn it, I got some seriously high scores. So,
my first accomplishment.
I apologize for nothing.
My first accomplishment as a gamer was when I was like 12, and I think I told the story before, but for everybody watching for the first time, my parents bowled on Monday night, and I had my Atari, I believe, Atari set up in the living room, and I was playing Missile Command, and I was doing really, really good.
Oh my goodness, Missile Command.
And my parents came home an hour past my bedtime, and they're like, "What are you doing up?" I'm like, "I'm almost to 1,000,000 points. I'm almost to 1,000,000 points." They sat down on the couch and watched me get to 1,000,000 points. I
Nice.
got to 1,000,000 points on Missile Command. Yes, that was my first. That's when I started knew I like numbers. So yeah, I'm a number guy. I'm about 50 hours away from 10,000 in Destiny's franchise. I'm looking forward to that announcement. I may do a
Nice.
special. I'll invite everyone, see if anyone shows up, and do a special reveal for that. I'll have my lights go crazy. Okay, so yeah, video games. We like them.
Well,
What
I would hope
have
so.
you always played video games, or did like one game make you like just go, "Wow, this is what I want to do for 4 hours in a row"?
Um, I mean, I did my time with Pong and Breakout. That was the big one. Was Breakout. And Cops and Robbers on the 2600. But no, I got lucky with parents that did not um they were never big subscribers to the whole gendered stuff. So when me and my younger sister showed interest in, the Commodore 64 and then the Atari 2600 and forwards and onwards, um, they didn't say no. And when we played Muds and Moos, there's a blast from the past, folks. Muds and Moos, and text based dungeons. They really didn't have a problem with it. But they were also letting me, you know, do rope swings over a creek and ride a bike in the woods and play with the boys and, play Tonka trucks when I was little and later on Transformers. My sister had G.I. Joe and He-Man right alongside her, My Little Ponies and She-Ra. So my parents just never subscribed to a lot of the gender nonsense. Um, about the only gender battle attitude, whatever, that came up was um, when my hair turned from stick straight to curly in the period of one school year. And this is back in the 80s, so there's like no product. You were either not white or you had chemical curls, because your hair was perm. There really wasn't an in between. So I wanted to cut my hair off so I could use, a dab of dep gel in the hair to control the frizzies. And my mother was really against me cutting my hair short, like really against it.
But you
And
wanted it short though.
I wanted it short. Like, because I was a tomboy. I was still running around, playing in the street, playing on my bike.
No, you've
I was
mentioned
also
before
playing.
you're a dude in a chick's body. You've mentioned that more
Yeah,
than once.
I've been called that, and I
It's a
don't find it
compliment.
offensive because I might not be that shy of it. But I was also playing alto sax, so I'm pulling on. I have that neck strap with a pretty weighty instrument around my neck that catch hair under it was not fun. So I wanted to cut it, and she fought back on it. She really pushed back on it hard until finally my dad was like, "Are you going to wash and dry her hair? Every morning or every other morning?" Because I was also in volleyball, so I was in band, every other day I think it was, and I was in volleyball. Um, Tried out for gymnastics, so I was very active. And he's like, "You're going to wash and dry it for her?" Well, no. Okay then. That was the way my dad looked at it. I was even paying for it out of my allowance, what little I got to go down to hair cuttery when it was like $9 for a cut. So
Wow.
that was about the only time that she really gave me any gender pushback, and then the whole, sitting properly like a lady, and I should go to church in skirts and hose, and I was like, nah, I can do nice slacks and knee highs with my flats or my low heels. But no, dresses were not required. Uh,
That's odd because
but that's really like the only two gendered things that my mother was pretty kind of firm
well,
about or tried to
as a
be.
as a man of my generation, my age, I should say,
Hmm.
I've always liked the feminine part of a woman. Long hair, a dress, smells good, very polite. But then when you get into the bedroom, it's like, oh, it's a rodeo. So I mean, yeah, that's what I look for.
Was it "lady in the streets and freak in the sheets"? I think is the phrase.
Um, I thought it was yeah, Queen in Public, Horror Bangor, something like that. Whatever.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's the same. It means the same thing.
Yep.
Okay. All right, moving
But
on. Hey,
you know,
we're
that's
15
about it.
minutes
Other
in.
than that,
Yeah, we're doing good.
yay!
We know how to talk to each other. People, this is how a man and a woman get along that are just friends. This is what happens. You're open and honest. We have some good questions, and you just expand upon it. I'm actually
But
doing
yeah,
some
that
gameplay.
was about it. So I've always gamed. I really have always gamed, and then
I've
both my
had,
exes were
you know,
gamers.
my whole life.
So
Yes, I've gamed, but when I was like 7 or 8, we had an Atari, but maybe it wasn't Atari. What was the next one past Atari?
it was a Sega.
Okay, it had 4 controllers to it, and they were the ones that turned like a wheel. Because we had the game called Warlords. Do you remember that game at all?
No, I think that might have been an Atari 5200.
Okay. We had
The next
Warlords.
generation of Atari. I think the 5200 could do. Yeah, I want to say the 5200 could do a four-person game.
It was
because you could do Gauntlet.
Oh, there you go.
If you had the thing, it was Gauntlet, or might have been PlayStation 1. That was also another one that could do 4 people. Or Nintendo. God. God, dude.
Warlords was like a breakout type game, but you were like you were a little firing beacon. You were a turret surrounded by the I don't want the bricks, the blocks around you. So your enemies had to shoot your bricks to shoot you, but you could catch the ball with your guy and then shoot it at anyone you wanted to. My brothers, my 3 brothers, and I played that game a lot, and they were 7, 8, and 9 years older than me, so they're in their mid-teens. I'm like 7 or 8. I would beat them 98% of the time, and the only way I would lose, there was some glitch. If I went from the top of my structure to the bottom really fast and shot, it would shoot my own thingy that put me out of the game. It was a glitch.
Okay.
That's the only way I lost. And I realized then that, like, damn, I got some skills. They're gone now, but as soon as I hit 40, they were gone, but I had skills. Okay, you want to move on to shady questions
Yeah.
here? Or?
Yeah, sure. Let's
Okay,
find out, since the first one's always the za.
It's about the Zod. This one I was very surprised at. I had to double check. I tell everybody when I get an answer that's skeptical, I get 3 different sources to prove it. I don't trust just one website. I mean, I don't trust Wikipedia for anything. You can just type crap in there. I don't trust. You got to go with like the reputable news services. But anyway, okay, here's our pizza question for Shady Questions. Oh, I got to change the LEDs. There we go. Okay. How many pizza combinations can you make with Domino's Create Your Own Pizza? Domino's has this thing where you can create your own pizza. How many combinations?
12,061. I have no
there?
idea. 12,061.
12,061? What if it was 12,062? Would you feel bad?
No, that's still a hell of a lot of combinations.
Yeah, I'll give you another shot because it's way more than that.
It's more than that?
Way more than that. There's like 7 A's right there.
Uh-huh. All right, I'll go with 48K.
Okay. Wrong. 34.
Right.
34
Okay.
million. 34 million.
What?
There are 34 million combinations.
Oh my goodness.
You got to think, it's like 1 pepperoni on this one, and 1 piece of sausage, 2 pepperoni on this one, 2 pieces of sausage, 1 piece of sausage. You could just go. I mean, it just cascades down all the options. There's just so many options with the toppings that it's 34 million. And I want to try most of them.
Wow.
But they can, when you call them up, you can just say, I want this combo. And you're like, wow, that's 1 out of 34 million. And we got it. So, damn, we're good. Tip me. Okay, moving on. All right. Okay, I think you can answer this one accurately since it's not really a yes or no question, or it's a life question and you can answer it however you want. So you're going to be right. How old were you when you had your first celebrity crush, and who was it?
Ooh. Okay. Age. Ooh. Age.
Yeah. I'm guessing 12 or 13. Women mature faster, so it could be 11.
No, I'm thinking. Well,
could be 11.
I was a
10.
dude. Guys
Okay,
really were not
all right.
on my radar. So I'm thinking, actually, Uh, let me do a quick Google because that will answer
Oh,
that
we don't
one
have the
real
time,
fast.
but we have a half hour for you to
Aha.
figure out.
Okay, it's right there. All right. So, okay, so it was 86. That's what I thought. Ooh, God, I was good on that. All right. So, actually it was about age 13, 14,
Okay.
and it was a equal toss up between Richard Grieco and Johnny Depp of 21 Jump Street.
Refresh me who Richard Rico is. Is that the
He was one of the other
Suave
guys
guy?
that was on. He was one of the other mains on 21 Jump Street and its
Oh, okay.
spin-off Booker.
Yeah, I
He
never
played the
watched
Booker
that.
character.
I never
Yeah,
watched either
but
one
that
of those.
was. I think it started off with Johnny Depp, but about the time that I started crushing on him, Grieco came on, and I just remember very clearly. I had, the what is it, YM magazine, uh, um, and was it Junior L or what? There was like two of those teen magazines. Anyhow, I had cutouts from both of those. I remember quite clearly, and they were on the wall right next to my Transformers collage picture that was
Wow.
included in the 1980s toys, and several big pictures of Ninja Turtles posters and mini posters that were the covers of the collected graphic novels, as well as interspersed on a, well, not interspersed, on a adjacent wall was Pegasus, unicorns, and pegacorns. So I had the fantasy
Nice.
section going right next to the sci-fi comic geekiness, and then I had the girl thing. But it was not a very big crush section compared to like my sister. My sister was into Poison and Guns N' Roses, and briefly Bop, dun, 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 whatever that group of dudes was. But so she had a lot more posters along those lines with a very small geeky section and I think a slightly bigger fantasy creature section.
The
Um,
Hanson brothers?
Thank you, Hanson. Yes, so
Okay,
Hanson.
Hanson. All right, yeah. All right.
But yeah,
I,
so
I'm
so
so ashamed. I know that.
but no, like so I had, of course, three good sized walls in my bedroom, and I had probably one and a half of them covered with the geeky stuff easily. Um,
Nice.
like I said, I had the girl crush stuff, but it really was not very big. Um, and I kind of had celebrity crushes just uh, to a degree all my life. It's changed as actors, weren't in the spotlight or as something came out as I got older and I became more aware of the people behind the celebrity.
Right.
And I realized that some of their viewpoints or statements that they made in the early days of the interwebs and magazines were not in line with my views. So now a lot of my crushes and celebrities that I follow, uh, they tend to be liberal, but they fall more in line with my worldview or the things I want to try to do to make the world a better place. I think it
Okay, so you don't believe in like the house divided kind of thing?
What do you mean the
Like,
house divided?
well, there's license plates. The biggest one that's out there right now. I mean, it's Alabama and Clemson. If like the wife went to Alabama and the husband went to Clemson, they're
Oh,
or Auburn. They're right. They have a select with a line down through it. It says house divided, and it'll say.
um,
And,
somehow I managed to get with two guys who not only were um, the children of German immigrants that could cook very well, which is good because I don't like cooking, so I would clean up afterwards. Um, they were both into gaming, and neither one of them was into sports, very seriously. Like they
okay.
played some in their youth, but following them type of thing. I think the Olympics. I can't remember what the first one was into, but the second one, he, you know, we would watch volleyball together because we both liked volleyball. But
All right.
for the most part, he was neither one of them was ever into watching sports or teams or whatnot. So we caught a Sunday game. We caught a Sunday game, but it was not any kind of highlight that like I was never a Sunday football widow. Um, you know, uh, yeah, I never had to worry about that. On the other hand, I would have to worry about being a Warhammer widow with the second one because he was into Warhammer leagues, um, which is fine because I also played. So again, I was with nerds. Um, so there was many a Sunday, you know, while some of our friends are watching games, we were playing tabletops with our little painted miniatures that cost us far more than, you know, should have. Oh, the
Right.
days where, you know, I had that kind of disposable income. I miss those days.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. It's amazing how much our stories are going to be similar. Not quite the same, but very similar. I think when I started blossoming into the young girl that I was, um, there was two celebrities that were very well known, that were very attractive, and everyone agreed.
Mm-hmm.
So it was Lonnie Anderson and Farrah
Uh-huh.
Fawcett.
Okay.
But I also like the girl next door type. So Lisa Welch from the Mickey Mouse Club and
Facts of Life.
Facts of Life, yeah, she floated my boat. And even when she was on
Well, was
Survivor,
the one who played Joe?
no, she was the good-looking one. Joe was the butch one.
Okay.
She was the really hot chick. When she
Who
was on
was the one that was
Survivor,
also in that was in Poltergeist, was it?
I don't know.
Okay.
But Lisa Welch was in. She did a Survivor, and she tried to keep her identity secret. But it was like, you know, she was like in her 40s, and she still looked great. She absolutely looked
I have
great.
seen her. I have seen her.
Yeah, she looks fantastic.
And yeah,
And she's like
Yep.
a decent person too. I mean, she's been divorced, but that happens to everybody, pretty much. So, I mean, I don't know the story behind that, but she still looks great. Farrah Fawcett kind of went weird. She drugs aren't
I think
good.
she had that, and she I think had a little too much plastic surgery too.
Yeah, I haven't seen Lonnie Anderson in the last 30 years, so I don't know how she turned out. But I had
She
a poster.
was looking good for a while,
I
but
mean,
I haven't really tracked her in about probably a good 5. Probably haven't tracked her in a good
so
5.
on my wall, one of my 3 walls, I had a poster of Farrah Fawcett, a poster of Lonnie Anderson. But then I didn't have Transformers. I had football players. I had a poster of Larry Little. I'll give you $1 million if you tell me who he is. He was a all-star Hall of Fame lineman for the Miami Dolphins, the 72 team that went undefeated. And I had a picture of Paul Warfield, who was a receiver in the 1970s that got into the Hall of Fame, and when they ran the ball on first and second down every time, and passing wasn't a thing, but he was an all-star receiver,
Okay.
and he was awesome. Yeah, so I had like football, hot chick, when I was like, 12. But yeah,
Gotcha.
I mean, I went mainstream, but Lisa Welch. I mean, I liked her when I was like 9. I saw her in the Mickey Mouse Club, and like, wow, she's cute. And
I'm
she
just
was,
amazed I
and
can
she was
remember those
sitting
years on
next
Rico.
to what's his name?
Bert?
No. Hang on. Oh, God, he's so famous. He was in a boy band, and he went solo. He's like the most famous, one of the famous guys in the world. Justin Timberlake. Jesus, God, yes.
Oh, okay.
Justin Timberlake was on the Mickey Mouse show the same time Lisa Welch.
Yes, he was. Yep,
He
I do
was.
remember that.
So the talent scout there knew how to pick them.
Yeah, between there's Justin Timberlake and Britney, Christina Aguilera, and I think there's 1 or 2 others that have come out of the Mickey Mouse Club. So yeah, I wonder if it's the same person that does the talent scouting for Marvel.
They should have kept it going. Okay, that's the celebrity course segment. Okay, next is the extra shady question I do for Mouth, and she's nowhere to be seen. That's okay. maybe in the next 10 years you can come up with an answer for this one. A lot of times, I'll be honest, I always pull back the curtain and show what's going on. I'm not here to deceive anybody. I came up with this question because I have a funny answer. That's like the only reason why I have it. So, VA, what do you want more of in your sex life?
Having one?
You have a boyfriend?
I have a boyfriend, but my boyfriend is extremely busy.
And so are you.
I am busy, and there is some stresses from the move for me. And there's also, when he has limited time and he's married, is one of the definite downsides of being poly is, there's still only so many hours in a day for us to, be with our significant others. And just mine, has extra requirements on his time.
Well, as long as you know that it's circumstances that's keeping you apart, not like, choice, then that should be okay. Okay, for me,
it helps, yeah.
Yeah. What do I want more in my sex life? My sex life has never been better. What I would like is a partner. That would be great. Just someone to share it with. I'm good on my own, but I might be better with a crowd. So.
Yeah, I dare say most people probably are. Just, some.
But it's really hard for me to find someone to partner up with because they really have to understand that I'm a gamer, and they have to give me space.
Oh yeah.
They're welcome to schedule things like on Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon, but come 7 o'clock, I don't exist until the next morning when I go to work.
Well, that's the thing with my partners is because they have their interests, which I may or may not share. It's like, okay, have a schedule. Just like if they're into football. I spend Sunday with my dudes and, we watch the game. Okay, great. If I ask you to do something on the day, trust that I'm not asking for, hoots and hollers. It's because it's important to me or it's something that really can't be scheduled for, other time. But that's good.
Yeah, I mean,
is it hard to find? Well, is it hard to find? Because of course I'm on the other side of the equation.
Yes.
Is it hard to find a gal who doesn't give you shit for gaming?
I really haven't met anyone. Usually when I go to work, I have a T-shirt or a fleece on that has something to do with gaming, whether it's Borderlands or Destiny or Zelda. I usually have some kind of gaming shirt on. And then that sparks conversation with a lot of guys. I really haven't had a lot of girls go, oh, I love your shirt. They like the colors, but they have no idea who Claptrap is. Oh, that's purple, and yeah, I love the colors of your shirt. And I'm like, okay. And I forget, what's the robot? I'm like, okay.
Oh, that sounds like me and my Transformer shirts.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of us out there.
One? Like,
There's a lot of us out there. And when I do come across someone that knows what I'm wearing, it's awesome. I had my Gearbox hat on for Borderlands, and I was helping a guy to his car. He goes, "Is that a Borderlands hat?" I go, "No,
nice.
I have no idea who Claptrap is. I have no idea." He just started laughing. Like, "Oh yeah, it is. Damn right. Borderlands got me into gaming. Yeah, Borderlands rules." And he was happy. Okay, so that's what we want about our sex life. We want people to understand us and let us do what we want.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck with that. But you know what? You know what I've found? Watching other podcasts, and they have female guests on, women guests on. They're 9 out of 10 are just absolutely gorgeous. We're talking runway gorgeous. Like, wow. I mean, I don't want someone gorgeous. I want the girl next door because she's going to stay with me. Somebody gorgeous is going to leave me. But somebody, girl next door that likes the game. We're together. It's like Dredd and his girlfriend. They're going to be together. They're going to get married. She tolerates his gaming. She games a little bit, and he doesn't game just enough to make her feel special, which is good. Okay, up to this or that questions. I was gonna go through these really quick, but we might hit an hour. So this one, we had something similar to this, but I don't think we actually had this or that. I know what your answer is, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Beach,
Okay.
or camping? Beach or camping? You going camping?
Oh, camping? Oh, hell no.
Beach or camping?
Neither.
You gotta pick one.
No, I don't.
Gun to your head.
F y'all, I'm getting on my Harley. Well, if I still had my Harley, but no,
You can turn
I
into a
hate
lobster
camping.
on the beach, or you can spend the night in the woods on the ground.
As I sneeze up a storm and whatnot because I'm allergic to everything that grows. So, no, I really, really do not like camping, which is one of the reasons why my boyfriend and I work. He likes to glamp, so he and the missus do that, and she doesn't like to ride, so that's something he and I have in common. But, no, I don't camp. And I find the beach boring. Partly because I turn into a lobster, but it's like, I got better things to do with my time than just stand there and, lay there and
there's
get
different kinds of
roasty.
camping. I'm not talking a tent. I'm talking.
Oh no,
just
he don't do that crap either. He glamps.
Okay.
He has the he has the nice tent with the air mattress, stove, and lights, and oh yeah, it's a
I camped in a
thing.
38-foot camper with lights, electricity, a TV. That's barely camping. There was an outhouse involved, so that was like the sacrifice. But every night, a big campfire,
Okay.
lots of beers, stories, laughing, music. Good night. So I would pick camping over the beach because myself, if I'm outside in the sun for 10 minutes, I'll turn red. The sun hates me. Okay, next one. I know you. I didn't think you would be the only one here for these questions. I would have changed them. I know your answer for this one. Guaranteed.
Okay.
Cook or ordering in. And you were gonna order in.
Oh, I am so ordering in. I am so ordering in.
I like to cook. I do. I like to cook. I have to come up with different kind of recipes or tweak it a little bit or come up with something really good. Like something that I never thought of that. I'm like, yeah, I did. It's really good. I make the best chicken wing sauce in the world. I'd put it in any competition easily. I love pasta bakes. Oh, I can make a pasta bake that will change your life. Clean up afterwards is a chore, but you're full, so.
Like I said, I managed to get with guys that all, both my exes, current boyfriend, they cook well. So as long as you haven't trashed the kitchen, I don't mind cleaning up. I believe in fair trade.
Yeah, I mean, dishwasher if you have one. If not, wash. If it's just you and him, that's like what, 2 plates, 2 forks, 2 glasses.
Ooh,
like...
no, not with the way my men tend to cook. No, a bit more.
5 deep dishes need to be cleaned.
Yeah, no, they current boyfriend is really good at smoking meat. Has 1 or 2 smokers,
Okay.
so he loves to smoke meat. But like I said, both my ex-husbands were
You've had 2 ex-husbands?
yeah.
That's first for me.
I had one that was one that I was handcrafted to for family, friends, and gods to marry, and as we were discussing making it legal, things hit the fan, and I was like, yeah, no, your priorities were messed up. somebody I could contemplate raising a family with. Left him, rebounded, got the ex. Um, so I, you know, and then I, got with the father of my son, and you know, we were all married. Okay. I am required, unfortunately, so I will be back momentarily, folks.
Folks, you're talking like somebody else is listening. That's funny. Got one more this or that question coming up. Whoever's listening, thank you very much. Again, we are going on hiatus until December 7th. There will be no Four Guardians and a guest until September 7th. And that's okay. On a side note, this podcast did raise funds for St. Jude Hospital for kids with cancer. We raised almost $1,000. So that's one thing I'm proud of. I'm very proud of that. So how you liking the gameplay? I'm just screwing around. This bow is pretty cool. It's just like lightning everywhere. And no one has a chance. It's not fair. It's OP, which is overpowered. And just eats everybody up. He dead. And you dead. We're going to wrap up this podcast as soon as VA gets back. I got one more this or that question, and then we're going to do the what's it called? Outro. We're going to do the outro and get out of here. I need to go this way. So anyone listening to this at this point, I really doubt. If you're a Destiny fan, what's your favorite part of Destiny? If you're not a Destiny fan, what games do you play, if any? And if you don't play any video games, you don't know what Destiny is, and you're just watching because you know someone around the podcast, who is it? And what are they doing? Death Row Flower is back at home. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support. It's a little odd that we used to have 12 people in chat every podcast. Now we have none, again, for the second week, but stuff happens. I get it. No problem. That's why we're going to shut things down for about 3 weeks. We will be back December 7th when the new DLC hits, the 30th anniversary, which I'm kind of excited about. They're going to bring back weapons from Bungie's history. Now, I never played Halo, but they're going to bring back a couple of guns from Halo. They have to. I'm just not sure what ones they're going to be and if it's going to be good. If anyone has any idea, fill me in, because I've never, ever played Halo. I've seen about 30 seconds of gameplay of Halo. Was there a couple of good guns? I mean, they bring back the Gjallarhorn from Destiny 1, which is one of the best weapons ever in any game ever. It's a rocket launcher that you fire the rocket at your enemy. It hits them, and then 5 other rockets spawn and either hit the enemy if he's not dead, or hits targets around it. And if you got 3 people in your fire team with 3 Gjallarhorns, the boss fight is done before it begins. Okay, I'm going to give VA a minute or two, then I'm going to wrap this up and move on. Okay, I'm going back to orbit. I'm giving VA 2 minutes, then I'm going to do the outro. Okay, next question I asked everybody is where can we find everyone? VA can be found on Twitter and Twitch. I don't know the address. I think it's VA Witch, like the Halloween Witch, VA Witch on one, and one VA / Witch on another one. Try both and you get her pages. I can be found on Shadyville35 on YouTube. Please check me out. Next week's guest is no one because we are not doing a podcast next week. You can find us at the same time, same outlet on December 7th. Please come back and bring it, chat. Thank you very much. And BC's not here to take us out, so hit that like button like your mama taught you right. If you watch, thanks guys. I appreciate it.